We're talking about the 14 almost passive income streams that you can use to actually create more freedom in your life. We're going to be diving in. Do you want blissful balance in your personal and professional life? Great. What's up, guys? My name is Cary Jack, and I want to help you happy hustle a life you love, one full of passion, purpose, and positive impact. I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur, a professional model / actor, a digital marketing specialist, a podcast host, author, a biohacker, an eco-warrior, a martial artist, a hippie cowboy, and a humanitarian. My goal is to educate, inspire, and entertain you to live a life of passion, purpose, and positive impact. It is time to happy hustle your dream reality. 14 almost passive income streams that you can use to create more income and more impact. What's up, y'all? My name is Cary Jack. I am a lifestyle entrepreneur and author and founder of The Happy Hustle. And I want to share with you 14 different almost passive income streams that you can use truly to create a life full of financial freedom, time freedom, and you can also create creative freedom. I know, crazy. But these are 14 different almost passive income streams. And I say almost passive because yes, you do need to be active in order to set them up. And then maintaining them is almost passive, but yet there will still require some work or upkeep from someone. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do it, but if you want to have, your finger on the pulse and your eye on the prize, I recommend you don't just completely, set it and forget it, but are maintaining, a touch point with these different revenue streams. Therefore, you can be in the loop. But these are 14 different almost passive income streams. And I hope that this is valuable where you actually then don't just, hear it and, let it kind of be a thought in time, but actually implement. And we'll go deep into each of them. But essentially, I want you to implement these different revenue streams. Pick one. That's it. Just pick one and just go for it. And then you can actually become a happy hustler, right? And, start to put the happy in your everyday hustle. So let's get into it. All right. Number one, this one is not going to come as a shock, but the first almost passive income stream is an online course. And this means you are teaching something that you are an expert in to someone else, and you are exchanging value in the form of fiat currency, right? Like you're making a sale and they then get your information. So an online course is a phenomenal way to create almost passive income. You do it once, right? It's active at first. You create the course and then you can sell it forever. I literally how to actually get a modeling agency to represent you when I was professionally acting and modeling. Like that was something I was getting asked all the time. So I just, went and did a course and it still makes me money. I still get paid from it. I did it like 10 years ago. Okay. I've sold courses on sales. I've sold courses on the journey, like how to actually use the 10 alignments that we go through as a happy hustler and how you can, increase the blissful balance in your life, both personally and professionally. Whatever you're an expert in, you can create an online course. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, almost passive income stream, reoccurring memberships. I say it's almost passive because you have to be active to set up a membership community. But if you have a community or you want to have one, you can bring in beta members initially for very low or even free. Then you have a cohort of people maybe meeting bi-weekly, and then you can just sell new people in constantly with a sales page, right? You can drive traffic to it, either paid or organic. But this is something I use with the Happy Hustle Club, right? We have our high-level mastermind of, high-performing entrepreneurs, and we meet bi-weekly. We have guest gurus and all sorts of stuff, but it's evergreen and it's reoccurring, and people pay monthly to be a part of it, or they can pay the annual price. But it's almost passive, right? Once you do it, you just have to show up on the select times that you say you're going to be there, right? And other than that, the community runs in the background, like they connect with one another, and it's just a really great way to leverage the collective wisdom. So that's the second almost passive income stream. Moving on to number three, affiliates. Affiliates are really like, this is powerful. If you can find a product or service that you use, that you recommend, that you would stand behind, you can become an affiliate for that given product or service. And then you can use, this product or service as a tool to create almost passive income for yourself without having to deliver, right? For example, for me, I have multiple different affiliates that I promote. And one, I'll just tell you, Brand Builders Group was a company that I used to help build, grow, and monetize my personal brand, right? And they are the best in the world at helping people do that. And so I feel very confident to promote them to my inner circle, to people that, are just first off meeting me. It doesn't matter your relationship with me. I feel confident promoting that product slash service, right? And I get a commission for referring people, right? That's how affiliates work, and they can be very lucrative, and it's almost passive. You just send an email referring or introducing to people, or even just, driving people to your unique link. That's really a great way to do it. Okay. So that is another almost passive income stream. And you could set this up with any product or service, even if you don't have a big audience. If you use ClickFunnels or Kajabi or WordPress or any of these, you'd be shocked. Audible, if you listen to Audible, you can, be an affiliate for Amazon products. Like, you don't have to have a massive audience, and you can make affiliate revenue. Okay. So just rid that of your thinking. You can make money as an affiliate. You don't need a massive audience. You just need a product or service you believe in. Okay. And then you promote it. Number 4, sponsorships. Okay. Sponsorships are almost passive income because, first of all, you need to get the sponsors, right? That's just a given. But you also then, you can create an ad once for your sponsor. Like, for example, for my podcast sponsorships, I'll create an ad one time, a 2-minute ad read, and then I get paid every month as that ad runs. But my team just inserts it into the episodes. I don't have to do anything else because I already did the work recording that 2-minute ad, right? And then I can send emails, or I can promote it on social media or whatever. But sponsorships and brand deals are a really great way to make almost passive income. Maybe it's just a simple post about given company or said product, right? But either way, this is a great almost passive income stream. Okay. Number 5, real estate, right? Real estate. This is a really lucrative way to create almost passive income. Again, you're going to need to find properties or find funds that you're investing in. Specifically, I'm talking more about rental income. Like, if you own a property and you rent it out, it's almost passive unless the toilet breaks and then you need to fix it, or you have a property management company to do that. Or you could do REITs, what they call real estate investment trusts. You could invest in different like crowd-funded real estate. There's a lot of different things in the real estate game. It's not necessarily something I'm an expert in, so I'm not going to go too deep on it, but there's a lot of ways you can make almost passive income with real estate. I know a lot of my friends are big into creative financing deals, which I've been actually getting more down the rabbit hole. I've been following Pace Morby. I don't know if you know him, but he has a lot of great resources, so I want to give him credit. My buddy Reed has been helping me a lot, and he's doing a lot of creative finance deals. So there's ways you can buy real estate with like no money down. You don't need to go through a bank. You don't need to get your credit checked, and you can take over a property in distress, or a property that someone who owns it is looking to get out of, and you can create a payment plan with them. So they hold the note as the bank, and then essentially you get paid the difference between what you have to pay that given, seller, and what you're getting as rental income. So this is obviously a little bit, I hope I didn't lose you. It's a little bit deep when you get into the game, but it's really not that hard. You buy a property, from a distressed landlord or someone who's underwater, and then you put a tenant in, or maybe it already has a tenant, and then you make the difference. Whatever you have to pay that seller every month versus what you get in rent, that's your cash flow. So that's number 5. Okay. Number 6, almost passive income stream, is dividend stocks. A lot of the Fortune 500 companies offer dividend stocks. I like to buy stocks that I believe in the companies, so companies that I actually want to support. For example, like I know Coca-Cola does dividend stocks, but I don't support that business because I don't think it's healthy. And, truly it it's not serving the people who consume it. That's my take. But I don't buy those stocks, even though they could make money as a dividend. I like to support companies that are doing business and focus on the triple bottom line: people, planet, and the profits. And so that's my one thing when it comes to stock investing and dividends. I look to companies that are actually doing good in the world and focusing on the triple bottom line. But you can make a lot of money from dividend stocks, if you pick winners. So there you go. Okay. Number 7, SaaS, software as a service. Think of like apps or software. Like if you either invest in an app or create software, you can set it up once and then you can just get paid consistently, right? This isn't like a foreign concept, I hope, for you, but you can very much create like legit passive income if you create an app, or even like you think about like a meditation that you did. Like you can put it on some type of app platform and you can get paid over and over again, right? And you can white label apps or you can custom create them. My friend Amanda Moriucci, you could look up Appit. They have an amazing app building company, and they really help creators build their custom tech. It's they have like a whole wing called Autonomous for creators, and like you could build your own software, and it really can be a passive income stream once you get it built. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Apologies for interrupting your programming, but I have to tell you, the best investment you can make in yourself is one in which helps you acquire skills. You've probably heard people talk about, oh, just invest in yourself and you'll be successful. Yes, that's true to a degree, but you have to invest in skills that will ultimately help you achieve your desired results. And I think one of the best skills one can possess, be it an entrepreneur or an aspiring entrepreneur, is the sales sword. Really knowing how to sell, utilizing pressure-free persuasion, which will make you more money and more impact. Now, if you want to know how to sell more efficiently and effectively, I just launched a sales course called The Proven Roadmap Process to Selling Millions of Dollars and Helping You to Increase Your Conversions, guaranteed. And you can get access to this new sales course that The Happy Hustle is launching at thehappyhustle.com/sales. And if you act fast, you'll get it at the lowest price it'll ever be available, because we are launching it and we want to gain amazing testimonials and social proof to further share this knowledge. So if you act fast, you can get it at the lowest price it'll ever be. That's at thehappyhustle.com/sales. Now let's get back to this episode. Number 8. Okay. YouTube channel. I know you've heard of YouTube, and it becomes a search engine of such for different videos and different, topics. But it really can be an amazing, almost passive income stream. Like you can legit create like a huge business. You see people like Mr. Beast, like they make millions of dollars with YouTube channel. Now, obviously they have a lot of attention and a massive audience that they can leverage. And that's, part of it, obviously, but you can easily like research some of the most successful YouTube videos in your specific niche. Then you can reverse engineer what are the different components of that video. Then you can create your own. I'm not talking about copying. I'm talking about mimicking what works, right? Create your own version of that video, and then you can put it into the algorithm with similar keywords, similar hashtags, and you can use a tool called vidIQ to help optimize the SEO of the video. And it's crazy. You'll be shocked. Like I've made thousands and thousands of dollars from YouTube just from my videos, and they live forever. Like, unfortunately, TikTok or Instagram or even LinkedIn or, Twitter, any of these social media like platforms, they have a shelf life. Your content typically is like in one person's feed for a couple of seconds and then is gone forever. Most of the time people aren't going to like scroll your entire profile to like search your content unless they're a stalker or unless they're really into you, which happens sometimes. But on YouTube, your videos will live forever, and the algorithm will populate them based on similar interests that the user is looking for. And it's a really great way to create almost passive income from monetizing that attention. Okay. Now, number 9, revenue share businesses. This is something really cool that I'm actually getting deep into. And this is something James Schramko really has been helping me perfect. He does a lot of revenue share business deals where he'll get a percentage of a company and in exchange he'll give them coaching or mentorship. So if you have a coaching or mentorship business or an expertise in a given industry, you can retain equity or a percentage of revenue from that company. And instead of getting paid your mentorship or consulting rate, you can take a piece of the upside in lieu of that time that you're giving. So the key here is revenue share, not profit share. Okay. Because profit can be manipulated. The company owner can, write off a ton of profit or, expense, give pretty much anything to decrease profit. So revenue is what really the number that you want to take the sharing from. And usually what James recommends is you actually take a percentage of the revenue that you help them create. So if they're coming into you and they're making 20 grand a month, and then with your coaching or mentoring you get them to 50 grand a month, well, you would get a 10%, for example, revenue share of that 30K, which is found money for them, which is really a no-brainer. Like, you're like, hey, I'm going to help you for free. If it doesn't work, hey, okay, just take it or leave it, the insights. But if we do make money and we do get you, an increase in revenue, well, I want a 10%, piece of that. And it's a fair deal. So that was revenue share businesses. Number 10, royalties. Royalties are pretty awesome. I got to say, you can get royalties from book deals, from podcast licensing, from likeness licensing. I'll give you an example. For me, as like a commercial actor, I used to be bigger in the game. I had, I was repped by some of the bigger talent agencies, and they would get me awesome auditions for commercials, and for example, I booked a Corona, a Jeep, and a Home Depot commercial 3 in 3 months. And those commercials are what they call SAG commercials. So they're under the Screen Actors Guild, which technically is protesting right now at the time of this recording. But the point is, they're protected as the talent that does the work and uses their likeness in those images. And under SAG rules, you get paid a royalty every time your likeness is recognizable. So every time that I was recognized for those Corona commercials, my Home Depot and Jeep commercials, I got paid. And I made over 60 grand from those 3 days of work, just because they would run the crap out of those commercials. And so that's just an example of royalty deals. You can do royalty deals with your ebooks. You can do it with all sorts of stuff, but like, it's basically licensing your likeness or product or service to get a percentage of, royalty. So that is another almost passive income stream. All right, we're moving and grooving. Number 11, interest from savings and bonds. Okay, this is, pretty self-explanatory, but inflation is a real thing. Okay, right now, inflation's upwards, as they say, upwards of 7%, which you have to think about the money in your bank account. If you're only getting like 0.05%, you are losing money having money in your bank account. So you need to get it into a high yield savings account or a high yield bond account or whatever. And, I like Ally, ALLY. They have like 4.5% at the time of this recording, high yield savings account, which still doesn't counteract inflation, but it's better than, traditional savings account. But you can get interest from savings accounts, and it's or bond accounts. So this is just a way that you can get almost passive income streams. Number 12, franchise ownership. You can buy a franchise or get, a equity stake in a franchise, and you have ownership, percentage of it, but really you don't have to run it. You can, put in place an operator or a management company, and you can make money from that franchise ownership. And yeah, this makes sense. I mean, I'm sure you would want to buy a franchise that you actually enjoy. For me, like, I even looked at like buying a Pollo Tropical franchise because I love Pollo Tropical. If you don't know what that is, you could look it up. It's like this like Cuban Hispanic food. They're very popular down in South Florida, but there's none in Montana. And I'm like, this would be this would crush right in Montana because it's so different, but yeah, I didn't pull the trigger on that franchise yet. But anyway, something to think about. Number 13, automated drop shipping. This is, this had like its moment. This was really popular. People really were into like drop shipping and Amazon drop shipping. And like you set up, a supply chain through China, and then you kind of put, a product or product on Amazon, and then you basically just set it and forget it oftentimes. As long as the supply chain's running smooth, when orders come in, they fulfill, blah, blah, blah. And I know a lot of people have made a lot of money doing it. For me, I just say, just straight up, like, I don't like reselling crap or like putting goods into the marketplace that aren't really necessary. I think it's wasteful. No offense to anyone who's doing this, but like, if it's not new and improved and you're just like competing on margin to, recreate someone else's wheel and just like kind of like just tweak it just enough to get more sales or catchy marketing. And I just think a lot of those drop shippers, unfortunately just perpetuate this wasteful consumerism. And that's just my stance on it, but it is a almost passive income stream. So I wanted to list it. And number 14, email lists. Okay. Email list. I saved this. I think it's like best for last, truly. And I'm glad you stuck around because this is like where the holy grail could be for you. Email lists. Anyone can create an email list, and you literally could then use your list to drive a lot of passive income from. And you can rent your list out to other people. You can offer other people's products and services that convert. You can offer your own products and services. You can just offer value, and which I highly recommend, just like giving value, then sneaking in an offer, but like I know a couple of my friends in the email marketing game who are making legit $500,000 an email send. Like they will send an offer to their email list and make literally $500,000. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but like that's when you have a big list, you can make so much freaking money. It's crazy. So an email list is absolute gold. Actually, shout out to my friend Ian Stanley, who has the Almost Passive Income Instagram, and he has a whole website, and he teaches email marketing and coaching. And like, he's a good dude when it comes to making money with email lists that you could check out. Also, my buddy Mike Cary is deep into this game, and he makes a lot of money in email marketing. Shout out to iRolly if you want to check them out. We also did an episode with Mike Cary and Ian Stanley. We'll actually link it up in the show notes. So Connie, if you're listening, my team, make sure we link that up for all the fine, happy hustlers out there. But you guys, I got to say, these are 14 almost passive income streams that can really create more freedom and fulfillment and make you a lot more money. So let's run through them one more time. We got number 1, online courses. Okay. Number 2, recurring memberships. Number 3, affiliates. Number 4, sponsorships. Number 5, real estate. Number 6, dividend stocks. Number 7, SaaS, like software apps. Number 8, YouTube channel. Number 9, revenue share in businesses. Number 10, royalties. Number 11, interest from savings and bonds. Number 12, franchise ownership. Number 13, automated drop shipping. And number 14, drumroll please, email lists. That's the hit list, y'all. Get out there and make some almost passive income and put the happy in your everyday hustle. If you like this, I go deeper into, making money in my book, The Happy Hustle, 10 alignments to avoid burnout and achieve blissful balance. You can check it out at thehappyhustle.com/book. But regardless, I hope this was valuable. Share it if you got some value. That's my one ask. Just share it with somebody. Regardless, appreciate the heck out of you. I am out. Peace and love, y'all.